Alright, so welcome back to Turbo's Unnamed segment, part 3. Welcome guys. Turbo, what's going on?
I thought you were workshopping some names out there. You still haven't come up with something?
We're working on it.
Are you putting the onus back on me to figure this out? Because you're looking for ideas, I'm not your guy.
I've got it out to a few agencies, so...
Taking it big time.
Yeah. Otherwise, if the people come up with something, feel free to let us know.
Does anyone even listen to this?
To be decided. Not 100% sure, to be honest. And next to Turbo, we got merchandise guru, manager, head of merch, Chase Egan.
My trip was sponsored by Spotted Cow on this podcast for today, so special shout out for my excellent business casual shirt, full beer delivery guy.
Yeah. Big shout out, New Glarus Brewing Company, coming up big with the beer delivery guy, not t-shirts, collared shirts. It's a deep green, hunter's green, I believe that's called.
Chase is only going on this trip to go fishing in Asheville.
It does double as a fly fishing shirt.
On this segment, this unnamed segment, we only expose truth. So we have these yahoos playing Yu-Gi-Oh in the locker room, and then we have Chase just trying to go fishing.
It's just different levels.
Yeah, I mean, we're making upgrades. We got the 2 Jamokes out of here, brought Chase in, so I'm happy. We're trending the right way.
Yeah, absolutely. Chase, you're rocking the New Glarus Brewing delivery shirt because Thursday morning, we're heading out, we're getting on the bus, 7 a.m., we're rolling out of town for Irruption Tour 2019. How do you guys feel? How excited are you for this?
I feel great. I'm excited. Got to get rested up. I mean, it's going to be a lot of hours on that bus, but it's all going to be worth it, getting that keg down there. And, of course, like Turbo already said, maybe have a few fishy stops along the way. So kind of looking forward to that, Anytime we cross the bridge, you got to check it out and see if there's any trout in there. You never know what you're going to find.
Calm before the storm.
That's right.
The reality hasn't hit yet. They're just going to be stuck on this minibus for a couple of days with, JP going?
Yeah, Giovanni, John Paul. We got a good crew from the full-time staff, so...
I don't know if I want to be a part of that.
I was expecting you to get a red card on Saturday to be driving this thing.
I actually seriously contemplated it. When we were up 1-0, I was hoping we were going to get that second goal. It just... maybe get a little elbow to the face and get the easy red so I can jump on the bus. Huge play.
So Turbo, this is all Eruption Tour is kind of happening due to you and the kind of unexplained popularity you have with fans in North Carolina. Walk us through what happened there.
I think you hit the nail on the head. Unexplained. I don't think I can explain it. No, and these guys really started. When I signed for the club up here, I really felt, after spending 5 years there, I owed a lot to the supporters, and we had a little get-together at my guy Johnny Bellflower's Tasty Beverage down there. Shout out. That's what we do on the Unnamed segment that no one listens to.
That is an epic name, though.
Oh, huge guy. And a bunch of supporters showed up, and we started joking around. There's a guy, Willie, for all the home games for NCFC, dresses up as a dead whale. He has this costume, it's absolutely absurd. And he goes, well, if you're ever down here, I'm coming. As I said, you're only allowed to come if you're going...
Flamingo.
If you go flamingo costume. So this guy blows me up, along with Ebony. Shout out. Another one. No one's hearing this. To say that I guess the NCFC doesn't play at home this next weekend. We're in Richmond. It's pretty close to Raleigh. Said they wanted to come up, but they were wondering if they could get some Wisconsin beer to do this thing, and... walked in the office, actually sat down with Kuba. We started spitballing. Another shout out. No one's listening. Kuba, why don't we just road trip it? And it just snowballed. And this became completely ridiculous almost overnight. By the next day, we were already getting a minibus from a sponsor. So I don't know how things escalated would probably be the right word, that quickly. But
and then from there went the 90s van vibe to airport shuttle bus, fully wrapped, decked out, fully interior decorated with all our sponsors and some other good stuff on there too. So
yeah, and Connor Kaloya, not Turbo, he was on board for this from the beginning, but I don't think he 100% took it serious until we were kind of showing off. Chase designed a great tour shirt for this. Just think Skeleton Mingos, AC/DC.
Shout out to Etsy, actually surfing the web for some ornaments for the holiday season, and stumbled upon someone's Etsy page, and there was this rad skeleton, badass ornament. I'm like, this has got to be on a shirt, and we kind of pulled it together. And shout out to some of our vendors and Google.
I love this whole segment's just turned into shout out. It's great. It's perfect. No, but on a serious note, these shirts are fire. And I don't know what the plan is, but if I'm not going on a tour. I need one.
No.
So you can just charge my bank account and
Limited run. Get them
We're
early.
straight out of your paycheck.
no problem.
Pretty sure we have access to it. Do I know 100%? No, but
Probably
we'll
did.
figure out a way.
I mean, you guys have decked me for all the flamingos I've taken from the club, so I'm pretty sure you guys do.
So let's run through the stops here. We're leaving Thursday morning, 7 a.m. We got a pretty hefty list of beer that we're taking on this bad boy.
What about claws? We're not getting. What kind of
Yeah.
flavors are we taking?
6 cases, so we're gonna grab a variety of things of the claw.
There's been talk that we're gonna make our own flavor here.
Yeah, that's coming.
That's confidential.
Love the tease though.
Yeah, just wait.
So let's run the list. I think we got 2 half barrels of Spotted Cow, half dozen cases of various other New Glarus brewing beverages, another half dozen cases of Great Dane we're bringing down as well, another fantastic Wisconsin beer company. So we're heading out Thursday morning, 7 a.m. First stop, Chicago. Shout out to the Red Stars. We're going to drop in,
Oof.
see what's going on there. After that, straight down to Indy.
Okay.
I know, Turbo, you had looked at some flamingo restaurants in Gary, Indiana.
There's a Flamingo House of Pizza, which highly intriguing. Could be worth a stop, but again,
I'm sure they have a strong merch game there. It sounds like they'd have an epic, like you walk in the waiting room and you come in to the left, and I feel like they're going to have like a little merch set up there, some interesting novelty items.
so the
Name like that you have to.
the Google search gave me some images. Their wood paneling game, on point.
Love that.
It's everything you're looking for.
I feel like we have to stop. If time allows, we'll stop in.
You have to. I mean, you're gonna have to eat during this thing.
You're not wrong.
Unless Chase is just catching all the fish for everyone.
That and Costco.
Get the fish, throw it on the old George Foreman.
Yeah. Are there outlets on this bus? Do we even know? We've not really checked it out yet, have we?
No, we'll pick it up tomorrow.
Plan is just a 4-letter word at this club.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna wing it.
Yeah.
We're
gonna make it come
rolling
together.
with it, I guess.
Like on the
Tomorrow,
the wings of a flamingo.
So today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. You guys leave Thursday.
Yeah.
We'll probably get access to this bus. What, 5 p.m. tomorrow, and just
Yeah.
yeah. So this is gonna be totally thrown together, which will make the content even that much funnier.
Yeah.
But
And we'll go
Let's see.
flamingo once we get it.
oh, 1,000%.
So we'll leave Chicago, maybe stop in Gary, Indiana, one of the most beautiful towns in the United States. So how can we not?
Up and coming.
Yeah, down south to Indianapolis. We got our buddies Indy 11 meeting up with us, friends of the club here.
A former preseason opponent.
Yeah.
So
Our first
enemy
victory.
to friend.
Yeah,
That's a story in and of itself.
first ever victory for Madison FC history was the preseason game against Indy 11. 1-0.
No big deal.
Down in Rockford.
Tweet us who scored the goal. We might have a small gift we can give you.
Shout out to the fact that no one's listening. No one's going to respond.
Perfect way. No merch will be given away. From Indy, we're heading over to Columbus for the night. We got a meeting there with the Columbus Crew supporters, the Nordeca. They're having a supporters meeting at Endeavor Bar. So to everyone not listening, meet us there if you're in the Columbus area. Should be a good time. They've had a rich history down there in Columbus for supporters. So we're excited.
Iconic franchise.
Yes, definitely. One of the originals of MLS. I mean, the Save the Crew movement kind of captivated the country last year. So we're excited to hang out with them and have some beers with them. Early wake up Friday. We have a special stop. We're not announcing it yet. We'll announce on social media the day of when we get there. It's going to be pretty cool, but we are meeting with elected officials of a certain place.
What's the definition of getting up early on this trip? Like, is that defined yet? Like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m.?
You just said off air that you're sleeping on the bus. What is it?
Well, I know, but I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, he just said early.
And anything before noon is early for John Paul.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
on his definition scale, it's going to be very early. But, I mean, we're both early risers.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll be on the road. 8 a.m. sharp. So we'll have our secret stop, then we're rolling into Asheville, North Carolina.
Top place.
Yeah.
Underrated. Never been. Check it out.
Super excited for that. We'll meet Connor Kaloya, our COO. He's flying there, going to meet us there. Very bougie move.
Not a bus guy. Not a bus guy. That's what happens. You get to the top,
Yeah.
you lose track of your roots.
Yeah, it's private jets and champagne.
Yeah.
But we'll be hanging out with
Flamingo business is treated him well.
It's booming. Lower division soccer, ton of money in it.
Who knew?
Get involved. We'll hang out with Asheville FC there. It's South Slope Blues, the supporters group. We've had some good chats with them. We're excited. It's Highwire Brewing,
Ooh,
correct?
good brewery too.
Big sponsor of the club down there, so we'll hang out with them.
Chase has already checked out all the rivers near there, so
Yeah.
Chase is going to be out fishing.
Is the Spotted Cow tire okay at a different brewery? Is that like, it's kind of a brewmaster thing though. I feel like if you walk in with like a different thing,
Yeah.
You have so
you're
much.
probably just right to the back, sir, and see what you can do.
Yeah.
You have so much cred right now. It's unbelievable. Brew game's strong.
I gotta get my name on it too, and then obviously the heat press patch.
Oh.
I would take it over the top.
Yeah, you have to. There's going to be a lot of heat pressing going on tomorrow.
We also
As we prep.
probably should think about bringing a dolly to load these kegs around too. That's the packing list. We still haven't packed. We're getting off track here, but we haven't put any thought into really the whole pack list.
Yeah, I mean, again, plan's a 4-letter word. Wing it.
Yeah. I don't want to get too deep into the details of this thing. Because
There's details.
Timelines, details, that's all afterthought. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. So we'll have a good time in Nashville. We'll hang out with the soccer fans there. Saturday morning, big day, match day. We're going to crush it over to Raleigh real quick. Meet up with the Renegados.
And Oak City supporters.
Oak City supporters as well, who kind of started this whole thing. There's going to be lots of Luchadores masks,
That's word on the street.
which has been lacking at Bree Stevens Field. Seeing the Renegados photos with the Luchador masks and the foreign jerseys.
I mean, they're in this whole trip, that group, that is the wild card.
Absolutely.
It's just like when you go to a party and there's just that one person, you just don't know what they're going to do, but you know it's going to be awesome. That's this group.
Yeah, that's the Renegados. It'll be something to see.
Absolutely.
And so from Raleigh, we're just heading straight up north to Richmond. We'll roll in sometime early afternoon. We're gonna swing by. We know there's a Foursquare tournament going on in a cul-de-sac with a total soccer show.
How's your Foursquare?
See you.
Up to train up this week. Got some time.
What have you
Some
been doing?
downtime the next few
What
days.
have you been doing today?
Well, I just found out about this right now. Otherwise, I'd be preparing.
Unbelievable.
Too worried about fishing.
Yeah,
Your head's not in the game.
it's not.
Not in the Foursquare game. Then we'll be tailgating outside City Stadium, meeting up with everyone else that's making their way down from Richmond. We got folks coming from Florida, New York, surrounding areas. The Richmond Badgers Alumni Association from the University of Wisconsin down in Richmond coming out to support. We're doing a big away section here.
It might be the top away section for a USL League One game in its history.
Yeah.
We're making history here.
Until the Lansing game,
Whoa. Who?
October 5th.
Oh man. So we're gonna have the top two away days.
Eruption Encore tour.
Oh.
All bus is going with the flock. It's gotta go. Two and a quarter buses now. Setting to Lansing.
Perfect.
But so Turbo, you think this is going to be the defining Flamingo moment of the year, as you called it?
No question in my mind. You know, I think Flamingo, everything that this club's done has been way over the top and ridiculous. It's resonated in a lot of different places. I think we as a club have always tried to be really inclusive. So even to the point, if you support another team, great. If we're your second team, we're perfectly fine with that. And I think this tour is a perfect example of it. Really hard to travel in the United States as a soccer supporter to go follow your team just because of the distances. So this whole tour, in a way, is kind of a celebration of that, where we're getting like these secondary fans of our club showing up, but they're just as important to us, so we're trying to take care of them. So I think this whole thing's going to be a pretty defining moment for Flamingos.
In your playing career, did you ever experience kind of a big away section in the United States?
Oh man, probably the closest was when I was playing in Raleigh. Whenever we played Charlotte, it was the rival. They would always get a good busload of supporters to go down there. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I think this is going to be the next biggest thing.
It's great. But yeah, thanks guys. Be sure to follow along on social. We'll be
Who are you
posting-
talking to there? No one listens.
That's right. So we'll just finish this. Just turn this. Turn
Why
the
were we
microphones
done?
off.
We should have been done before we started.
It's 5:30. We can turn this off and go home.
Perfect.
Maybe grab a beer. If you guys
Whoa,
aren't
whoa,
upset.
whoa, 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 whoa. I'm
Sorry.
training, bud. I'm ready for
Game week.
I'm getting ready for soccer tennis tomorrow because that's the most important thing in the world. I've told you how many times on this segment.
And I'm training for Foursquare, so I'm gonna watch my intake.
I'm gonna watch the figure.
More White Claws for me. That's fine. Not complaining. All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you in Richmond.